live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri. He is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
It's the KSM Show.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look, my next guest, have you heard of 40 under 40 most accomplished CEOs? Just say people who are less than 40 who have done so well that they deserve some kind of recognition. Now, for 3 years, my next guest has been winning awards as one of the 40 under 40 people who have accomplished, you know. He's the chairman, founder of the Afro-Arab group of companies. Another group of companies, they are the part that deals with microfinance, the part that deals with housing, properties, and a whole lot more, travel and tour, all of this under 40. Let me shut up now, introduce my guest. Put your hands together, show some love for Mr. Alhaji Ambassador Salamu Ahmadu. Hey, my man. There we go, there we go, there we go. Welcome to the house. Have a seat, man.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. He's in the house, man. He's won this so much. We're going to have a long talk, and I'm telling you, you're going to be wrapped up in the conversation we're having. So stick around. We're taking a short commercial break. When we come back, Ambassador Alhaji Salamu Ahmadu in the house. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
I want to say a very, very, very big thank you to all of you who came and joined us on the great day, dear boom. And especially to my old folks from Presec. Man, the class of 75 was represented here like there was no tomorrow. We even sang the school anthem. Take a look at this.
Illuminate, with every moment in the light, we shall see light. Illuminate, with every moment. For Christian training weekend, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and share. For Christian training weekend, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy to yours away. For Christian training weekend, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and care. For Christian training weekend, ensure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios away.
No, I now understand why you guys are so intelligent. It is your anthem. Come on. Only at the Cactus Creek. Only at the Cactus Creek. Come on now, the sun is shining bright. Gather on the sun one more time. We promise you will have a good time. Let's do this the best way that you can. This is our life.
Class plenty jobs and enjoyment. It was great. Just so you know, we're going to be continuing this every first and last Sunday of the month. Dear boom. It's going to be right here at Cactus Creek. And the time, as usual, from 12 to 5 p.m. Yes, boom.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
Louisa. Azipa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azipa Essentials jackets at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Ahmadu, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
KSM Show.
Thank you. We're back from the commercial break, and I'm hanging out with Honorable. I've added Honorable to it because I think that one day he'll be Honorable. Ambassador Alhaji Salamu Ahmadu. Sounds like a nice long name. Let me take it straight away from the name. Alhaji, you have titles. So you're an ambassador. Explain the ambassador title. I know you represent the youth.
Yes.
Zongo Youth Ambassador.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure being here with you today. Well, the name ambassador came with the good work that I'm doing in the community where I come from, in the Zongo community, in Ghana as a whole, in Africa, as well as the world at large. I am a youth ambassador for One Young World in 2016. And again, I'm an African Peace ambassador for youth. And in Ghana here, I'm a youth ambassador for all the Zongo communities in Ghana. So you can see that name ambassador is very, very important because a lot of youth are looking up to me in terms of bringing peace, development, and I serve as a mentor for so many youth in our Zongo community.
Putting us together, man. And for me, it always gladdens my heart when I see young guys like you playing roles, becoming mentors for the youth of Ghana. And we're going to be talking about the plenty things that you have been doing, but you are also the founder and CEO of the Afro-Arab group of companies.
Yeah,
And you are below 40.
correct.
When did you found this?
I founded Afro-Arab at the age of 20,
After,
in 2017, February to be precise.
wow.
Yeah, we started as an import and export company of metal scraps. These scraps you see people are carrying today, and then an agriculture produce. That is how the dream started from. And Afro-Arab gave birth with a lot of companies, including the microfinance, the real estate and construction company. I'm also a co-founder of Spartans FC. It's a second division football club. And we continue with the mother of the company, which is Afro-Arab Company Limited, that is into doing of trading of general goods and services. I am also a distributor of pure paint, which is a decorative paint from Egypt. Wow. We sell and market that product also here in Ghana.
Before we continue, we have done all of this and you're not even yet 40 yet. Where do you get the vim, the inspiration that as this age you have accomplished so much? What is your drive?
First of all, I would say it's on God. I have my slogan. Everybody who knows me, I always say Alhaji. I don't normally take glories. We give glory to God Almighty Allah. Whatever we do, the inspiration comes from Allah Almighty. And again, you need to have good people around you. My mother is also my inspiration. She's been there for me at all day, all time, supporting me with prayers. And if you have my contact, every day I post my mother. Because
Every day?
Every day, I have to post her. You go to her, she just pray for you to have knowledge and understanding. And in this life, if you have knowledge and understanding, whatever you put before you, inshallah, you'll be successful. And I said we should pray God to bless us with good people around us. I have a wife who is very supportive. She believes in me and whatever I do. Aside that, I have good family and friends too around me that encourages me. You need to have people who will be giving you a lot of encouragement to tell you that what you are doing is the right way. Just push it up. I have a lot of people if I'm sitting down to mention their name, we will finish the show. And but there is one particular day, the CEO of 40 Under 40, Randy Abbey, invited me to British High Commission to come and meet some investors. So when we meet this investor, there is one white lady among them from UK. We met at British High Commission. After the meeting, the lady called me and she told me, Alhaji, you are a visionary. From that day, I know I can be able to do something, because the way the woman looked at me and how she put those words for me and tell me I'm a visionary, I tap it and then I continue to follow that path.
What was it she saw in you? Or what was it you said? What had you done for her meeting you for the first time, described you as a visionary?
Yes.
What was it she saw?
Well, we are a lot of young men and women who came to introduce our project. So I introduced about housing, because I have passion to solve that problem, the housing deficit that we are facing. Aside food, when Nigeria people will say, when you belly full, you need a place to sleep. And I believe it's a very big headache for us in Ghana, in Africa, and as a matter of fact, in the whole world. So when I did the presentation about the ideas I have to solve the housing problem, the woman believes what I have in my head can be able to solve the problem.
Wow. Yes. That's why she called you a visionary?
Yes. I'm keen in solving the Sustainable Development Goal number 11, to be able to create a sustainable city and communities.
Wow, something has just pricked my mind. You're like, you have a vision of how to solve the housing problem. Yeah, that's what I heard. And we are in Ghana now. What's the deficit? 2 million?
2 million plus.
Plus.
And counting.
And that is something you want to solve, or you know how to solve?
It's possible. We want to solve, and we are solving it, and then we are moving on. Inshallah, we will try our best to be able to solve it, because the housing problem needs to be looked at not by profit making. It should be a problem that we have to solve for people, like a social business kind of thing. When you look at housing by only making money alone, we cannot be able to solve the problem.
But then you look at the housing thing as a problem to be solved, not as an avenue to make money.
When you solve the problem, the money will come automatically. But when you focus on making money alone, it will be very difficult.
So the system so far has been placed on how best you can capitalize on that financially?
Making money.
Not how we can solve the problem.
How to solve the problem, because when you look at our problem in this country, we have a lot of need for houses. But the people who really need the houses cannot be able to buy, because there is no any product designed for them. Everything is cash, or you go to the bank and borrow money and buy a house. And for me, I look at mortgage, borrowing money to buy a house as a suicide, especially for poor people.
I want you to repeat that. Borrowing money to buy a house, it's like suicide for
It's
poor
a suicide
people.
for me.
For you.
When I look at it.
How do you see that as suicide for poor people?
Because in this country, minimum you can get a mortgage in dollar. It's like 12, 13 to 14%, if it is in a dollar.
Yeah.
So when you come back to see this, it's over 30%. So tell me, nurses, doctors, teachers, prison officers, police officers, how can they be able to buy houses? How much are they paying them? And to be paying interest on these houses. So it should be a kind of social
responsibility kind of thing, sir. That's a very interesting thing, though.
So that is how I look at it.
I see. I've never heard anybody approach it like that there's money to be made in housing. Let's go into housing. But you are saying there's a problem to be solved.
It's a problem.
So let's devise a way to solve the problem.
Yes. Because when you look at Accra today, how much is 2-bedroom house rent? Should be able to use our rent to acquire the house.
In your vision, what do you see as the practical way to do what you're talking about?
At Afro Arab Properties, we are selling houses for people to pay within 5 years. When you are
I thought, not to cut you, I think I saw at Afro, everybody can buy a house or something like that.
Of course, everybody should be able to buy
Everybody should be able to buy a house.
Everybody can buy a house, and everybody should be able to buy a house. So far as you are working and you are renting, why can't you buy a house? When you come to us, we'll be able to deliver it for you. And this is practical, not by just word of mouth or stories. When we sell a house for you, we give you 5 years to pay without interest.
5 years?
5 years.
No interest?
No interest. And the good thing is, if you are in Ghana and you are working in Ghana and you earn cedis, you pay with cedis. When you are in abroad and you earn dollars, we sell the houses into dollars for you. And again, when you pay 40% down payment, you can be able to move in your house and pay the remaining within 60 months, which is 5 years, without interest.
How do you manage that without interest? I mean, what's the financial cost to you?
I have been in the industry for over a decade and a half, building houses. And it became my passion. And I believe I can be able to use my experience to solve this housing problem in Ghana.
let me just challenge you, right?
I am ready for any challenge.
You're ready for
you can throw the challenge.
Let's say, well, it's political season now.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mahumba, I don't know whether Draman Mahama said, okay, KSM, there's a young guy on your show, he says he can solve the housing problem. Would you be happy to accept a challenge to solve the problem?
Our purpose in this life is to serve God and humanity. I am ready to serve Ghanaians, especially with this housing thing. It's very, very important. I've started, and my doors are open. Anybody who wants to partner or engage me to, get my experience to solve the housing problem, I'm ready.
Sagleme, that's the whole housing sitting down. If I see you are laughing. If, for example, I'm asking you here, what's your take on this whole thing? What should be done?
Honestly, do you want me to talk about this?
I honestly want you to talk about it. Don't you want him to talk about it?
Yesterday, we went to meet Honorable Samuel Ablakwa and make some donation for him. For the Akosombo Dam spillage. And it saddens me anytime I see the Sagleme houses.
It saddens you?
A lot. Housing are made for human beings to live in. Government has borrowed money, paying interest to build these houses, and they are there, nobody is occupying them. It's very sad. Very, very sad. I wish government can sell Sagleme housing project for me so that I can give it to Ghanaians for them to stay, because the houses are meant for them.
Yeah, so that's something that hurts you.
A lot.
We borrowed money, invested in this, and they are selling down.
And it's there, taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money.
If the government calls you right now and says, I want you to take over, what would the first thing you do?
I am ready to take over. Not for me, to give it to Ghanaians.
Wow.
We can't borrow money, build houses, paying interest, and nobody is inside the house. I understand there is a problem, or government is seeing some problem with the transaction or all that. But the first thing we need to do is to make sure that we have people occupying the houses.
Those houses, yeah.
At least one of the problems has been solved. Then we can continue with whatever investigation that we
resolve that later.
But it's not fair to leave these houses for so many years. People are stealing things inside them. It's losing value and all that. We have not been fair to ourselves as Ghanaians. This is something that government must immediately solve. If not,
how does that make you feel, though, about us as a people? We invest so much, we borrow to invest so much in housing project, and for whatever reason, it's been left to rot.
Like I said, this is a subject I don't want to even go there because it saddens me.
Yeah.
Less than 24 hours ago, I passed through that area, and when I saw those houses, and I feel like crying. You go around town, and then you see people sleeping outside. They don't even have any place. Ghanaians,
Yeah.
they don't have any place to sleep. Look at what happened in Mipe. People don't have places to sleep. The Honorable MP took us to a school that is where over 150 people are sleeping. You won't believe it. They should give the place to the people to stay, even if it is for temporary. Let's put the place in use. Ghanaians needs it. It's taxpayers' money. Me and you, it's our own money. They should be able to give it to people for people to go and sleep.
I was reading up on you, and when you were 16, that's when you built your first.
Started doing real
You were
estate.
16.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, like I said, it's a vision, it's a passion. Growing up as an entrepreneur, a business person, I feel like real estate is the thing to do. So I have a BMW Barcelona. I gave it out, and then I top up money to be able to acquire that first house. And Alhamdulillah, it's something that I did not regret, because my favorite sister is the one who is living in the house till today. So it's something that makes me happy anytime I see the house. And again, it encouraged me to focus on my real estate thing. Because there is a point, those days, 500 cedis, you can use it to buy cement and even pay laborers from it. Today, that 50 Ghana cedi cannot even buy one bag of cement. So it's something that I've started for a very long time, when I was a teenager. Till today, I have passion for it, and I believe with my experience, because I did the practical. I did not go to school to learn all this. I did it in the hard way, and I believe.
When you say
my
the hard
experience-
way, what exactly does that entail?
The hard way means I have done it practically. Not
No-
like
no book
I
method.
did. No.
What's your highest level of education?
Secondary school.
Secondary school.
Me and Shanghai.
You in Shanghai. Hey. Let's take a short commercial break. When we come back, let's talk some more.
Thank
Stick
you.
around, folks.
The KSM Show.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
Louisa. Azepa Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Azepa Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Ahmadu, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
The KSM Show.
We're back. Everyone should be able to buy a house. And I'm going to leave a number for you, and then you test this promise that anyone should be able to buy a house. You have 5 years to pay interest-free. Sounds too good to be true, but we'll find out.
But it's possible.
But it is possible. Welcome back, Alhaji.
Thank you.
Yes.
sir.
I want to come back. We'll end up and talk a lot about the properties, and housing, because that's very, very key to people's hearts and things that we need here, and especially the times that you have. I'll be giving out your number. But let's talk about some of the things that you've been doing, because you're philanthropic. I know you team up with some group to help give children some kind of insurance, health insurance thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it happens on the 12th of August this year when we celebrated International Youth Day.
Okay.
Then I have this group of young men and women who gave me a citation. What they do is one child, one health insurance. And I fell in love in their project. I partnered them within our community, Nima, Mamobi, Kanda, Ruga, Accra, Newtown, to do insurance for children. So we are looking at doing about 50,000 insurance for children, and then we started, I think we have done almost 10,000 now.
Wow.
We'll be doing it together in collaboration with assembly members in the community and schools as well. So it's a project that we are doing, I mean, to give back to the community, because they say health is wealth. For us to make our future leaders rich, we have to invest in their health and in their education. Yes, it's very, very important.
It's very interesting that we all look at, like the money. It's like when you have cash, you have it all. And sometimes forget that health is the key.
It's the most important thing. Money is very good, but our health is the most important thing.
Not only doing some kids, you're also very, very keen on Muslim women education, or their participation.
Women empowerment is key to my
Women empowerment, yeah.
Even yesterday when we went to North Tongo and meet the MP, I met our Muslim women over there, and I'm very, very happy when we do the donation to them. When Afro-Arab Microfinance is 10 years, we put a lot of money for women empowerment, where the microfinance will give the women free financial literacy training and to build their capacity on telling them about money and how you can keep. And then we build their capacity, and then at the end of the day, we extend some financial support for them. And so many times people think Afro-Arab Microfinance is only a Muslim thing, but I can tell you, even the people we'll employ, there are more Christians than Muslim. And again, our customers, the people who benefit more are even the Christians, because our people don't believe in taking loans and all that. So mostly Christians are the beneficiaries within our communities that come for the money. So women empowerment is key to us. Recently, I visited a school in Mamobi. It's an Islamic school, and then the board has women, our mothers, who are controlling it, and then I'm so happy. Then I have to.
Oh, the board were all women.
Women, and I have to donate over 1,000 books for them. And then I told them about the one child, one health insurance we are doing, and then I want to do it for the whole school. Even when we went to North Tongo, I told Honorable Ablakwa that we are coming again with the National Chief Imam to do some donations again, and then we are going to give out, together with the chairman of Khalifa Investment, Alhaji Dawood, 1,500 branded exercise book, and then we want to give 1,000 children in the community free health insurance too as well. So this is something we are doing, especially in our Zongo communities as well. As a youth ambassador for the good people of my Zongo, I have to do a lot of investment when it comes to this philanthropic work. So we go to Zongo communities to do donations, and then sometimes we serve as mentors to these young ones to tell them that it is possible. If only you have vision and you're ambitious and consistency, you get there.
Fantastic. Now, currently in Ghana, this is not like the prevailing thinking. It's like, if you want to succeed, you have to get out of town, man. You have to get out of town, go outside Ghana. They don't care where they're going. They just want to leave Ghana, and the belief is that you'll be better off, there are greener pastures everywhere. Being the person that you are, under 40 with all these accomplishments, There's 140 and the 40 Africa total that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that before I come to the
This
question.
year, we won the 40 under 40 Banking and Finance Personality of the Year in South Africa.
And now back to the question, you have done all of this and your base has been Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah.
What is it that you have or you know that many other youth of your age group and less think they have to get out of town before?
First, I'm proud to be a Ghanaian. Ghana is a special country. I used to, advise a lot of young people to stay home to do their businesses because they spend a lot of money to go outside to find their greener pasture over there. And I think those money, they can use it down here to be doing their own businesses. But to be honest with you, in my community, in the Zongo community, a lot of people are migrating. And if I have the chance, I'll support them to go. Because at the end of the day, it's not really going on down well here in Ghana. And it's not everybody who is like me that believes that it can be able to
stay
do
and make it
something,
happen.
And if that is where they think they can be able to make it, so be it. The whole world belongs to God. And then if you can find a way to do something reasonable for yourself and your family, so be it. But I believe if you are in your own country and you are doing things, it's going to help a lot of people. Because my business, Afro Arab, employs a lot of people, especially with this construction thing. You go to a construction site, then you become happy. A lot of young people are working under you, and then they are getting their daily bread. But it's not everybody who is an entrepreneur, and it's not everybody who can stand the heat in the country. So if I have opportunity, I'll help a lot of young people to go out there and go and work. Canada need people. America need people. That is why they open. You think the Americans, they can stop people from coming into their countries? No. But they know the value of human capital. In this country, we have a lot of resources. We have everything. And the key thing is human capital.
Do we value human capital in Ghana?
We don't know the value.
We don't know the value.
That is it. I'm telling you. That is why America opened their borders for us to come in and to be working for them.
So the big problem is that not that we don't have the human capital, we have them, but we don't value them.
We don't know how to use the young people. People like us needs to be used.
But we don't have to.
I said I can do housing. Government needs to invest in me so that I can be able to solve the problem. The thing in this country is we don't invest into talent. Unless you become big, that is when people will come back and say they are helping you. If you are in America and they see something in you, they will follow you at home and knock your door. And then they will start investing in you. But in this country, no.
No.
Shatawale is in Nima with us for a very long time. Nobody minds him. But when he becomes Shatawale,
everybody's claiming him.
Everyone claiming that. No. But when Shatawale is underground there, nobody minds him. So they wait until somebody becomes somebody before people will come and say, oh, I help him to do this, I help him to do that. No, when you see talent, when you see something good in people, please invest in them so that they can also help other people.
And as accomplished as you are, I always come back to this under 40 thing, you know. What would make you happy now? You are self-made, practically, you know. You have all these group of companies that you are CEO, founder, and chairman of, you know. At this point, can somebody come and say, I've discovered Alhaji Salamu, so I'm going to help them?
First, like I said before, I don't take glory. I give glory to God Almighty Allah. And I am a young man who is coming up gradually. I will not sit anywhere and say to anyone that I've accomplished this and that. No. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay. I take care of myself, my family. I create businesses that a lot of Ghanaians benefit from it. And we always have to work together. Sometimes we Ghanaians, we don't believe in partnership. But if people come together, they can do a lot of things together. I am open. I can work with you. I can work with everyone. The most important thing is to be able to help the good people of Ghana. That is the key thing. I'm open. If sometimes you may sit somewhere and feel like you are on top, you know everything, but people are there. They will bring some small ideas, and then you see they will even make things easier than you see them.
So there's always a lot of collaboration amongst us.
So we are open to collaborate with whoever. If government call upon us and say, can you do this? We'll work on it. The most important thing is Ghanaians. That is at our heart, to be able to do things, to solve problems in this country.
I haven't talked about your family. Are you a family man?
Very well.
Yeah.
I have a big family, very huge family, and I love them because when I'm with them, I'm happy. I have wife, I have kids, and all of them, but most of the time, I want to keep my family on a low key, in a private, and then do my things and then come back home. So normally I don't post my family on social media and this and that. No. Because when you have something that is valuable, you need to hide them. I don't like to hide them and protect them. I don't want to expose my family in any way. And aside that, my extended family too are also big.
How many children?
4.
4. I know I can always sense when I'm interviewing people what people want to find out more about. And today I know it's housing.
Yes.
Yeah, you have put it out there that everybody deserves.
The thing is, housing is a human right.
It's a human right.
Everybody needs to get one. It's very, very important. But most of the cases, they said affordable housing.
Yeah.
Not only the pricing, but is it accessible?
The affordable housing?
They are saying affordable housing. Yes. It may be affordable, but is it accessible? Can people get it? There are some things that are affordable, but it's not easy to find.
And your houses are affordable and accessible?
And they are accessible because we are very flexible. We want to hear from you. What is your capacity? Then we can be able to get a product for you.
Well, at this point, it's a very, very good time to give out a number that we'll put on the screen.
Yes.
Anybody who's watching that needs housing, and plenty do, or you want to get your own house, please take this number and call them now. And please, when you call them, whoever picks up, just add that you saw this on the KSM show. You don't know. You might get some queries can be along the line, you know. Just make sure you add it where you're headed from, you know.
And again, we have some land also to give out at Ningo Pram Pram.
You have land?
It's a service plot land, title litigation free, and it's going for 120,000 Ghana cedi. That we are giving out to, so that people who cannot buy their houses to come
buy their land.
The land and then do their own things.
And Alhaji, what's the number?
+233 or 0244 109133. I repeat the number again, 0244 109133.
And you're seeing the number on your screen right now. Write it down. Make sure you call them, whether it's land you're looking for around Ningo Pram Pram, or whether it's housing you're looking for. That's the number right there on the screen. And when you go, make sure you tell them where you headed from or where you saw it. I can see plenty of people who didn't watch the show, but they've heard it. So they all call and say, oh, why are we watching the show? So you ask them a few questions about the show and see whether they were really watching it or they've heard. But anyway, Alhaji, wow. And your microfinance, let's talk about that too for a second. It's the same number they call? People who are looking for?
The same number.
Okay.
They can call the same number, then we direct them to the microfinance.
You are not 40 yet.
Not yet.
Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
In the next 3 to 5 years, I want to see myself providing housing to the good people of this country.
So housing is your key thing?
That is what I sleep and dream of. Because one thing is, when you provide people with housing, it comes with a blessing that people don't know. There is a family I sold their house for. and I gave them the opportunity to pay the house in 10 years without interest. So last year, December, they called me and they said they want to do party in their house. So they want me to come because the gift I've given them is only God who have given them something like that.
Wow.
You see, even though you sell the house for the family, but at the end of the day, they do appreciate it because a lot of people wants to buy a house, but they don't have the bulk money to buy. And there is no plan unless you go and borrow money and buy again. And you pay interest. So when you come with packages like this, a lot of people will be happy to engage. Everybody will be able to get a property. And then they will benefit from the property also because property always appreciate, especially when they are not paying any interest. You know, they see that it's an asset that they have done business, and then even though they are sleeping in their homes, it keeps on appreciating, and then they will be happy. So looking at these housing projects, we want to make sure that police, nurses, teachers, people who don't have the cash to say they are buying their houses, we can be able to design a product for them to be paying small, more or less like using their rent to pay for their houses.
And on that note, folks, you see, we've heard it all, man. And as I said, I know that the part that will hit home most is this thing related to housing. And I will do all I can to draw the attention of whoever is in charge to the fact that there's somebody who can help manage Sagleme housing. And I'm a one. And more importantly, this is a youth. And something you said that really struck me was that they don't reach out to the youth. You know, they don't. It's not even part of the frame of reference as a country to reach out to talented youth who are hardworking, who have skills. We don't even see them.
There are a lot of youth who are doing amazing projects, especially in the Zongo communities that we are coming from. But they don't have the right mentorship, right support for them to reach the level at which they are. There is one young man in Mamobi I respect a lot. His name is Mahmoud Jaja. He's the CEO of Zongovation. It's just Zongovation is a training kids how to code and all that. Is doing amazing things. You understand me? When you go, there is a young lady behind my office around Malata area that she's doing slippers. When you saw them, you feel like they import them from abroad. And nobody is supporting all these people. You see, so if we want our economy to grow, it's through the private sector.
Pay attention.
So government needs to come down to the level of the people to see their needs, and they can be able to help it. And this economy will be turned around.
Show some love, man. Show some love. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of a very, 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 I think, engaging chat with Ambassador Alhaji Salamu Ahmadu.
Thank you, sir.
And it's been such a pleasure, man.
Yeah.
And I know that your vision will go down well with people. And by the way, just so you know, Afro Arab will now be closely associated with the KSM show. So show them some love. And you'll be hearing a lot about Afro Arab on this platform.
Thank you.
Okay? Anyway, folks, join me next week when I'll be hosting Sam Nate George, a.k.a. Jata. He'll be right here, and you can't miss the show next week. So until we come your way again next week, KSM signing off saying anybody can buy a house. So
It's possible.
call the number. It's possible.
It's possible anyone can buy a house.
And having said that, let me say, I am out of, let the whole world say, yeah.